I'm looking for all the baddies all over the world. Ladies, where my baddies at? I'm bad, you bad. Way bad. Where my baddies at? I'm bad, you bad.
Welcome to the Not So Secret Lives podcast. I'm your host, Shan.
And I'm your host, Karina.
And today we're going to be talking about what men versus women want in relationships.
Love that.
Right now, we are actually recording from Oregon.
Yes, Cannon Beach.
Cannon Beach. And it's been amazing. We've been here for a day.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. And let's give a shout out to
Love and Hemlock.
Love and Hemlock. And we went there today.
Yeah.
It is the coolest little store. So if you are ever in Cannon Beach and you just kind of want to walk around and go to all the little shops, make sure that you stop at
Love and Hemlock. And she has another store, Water Witch. They're about a block away. And Water Witch is more witchy and just so many fun gifts. And
you go in there, ask for Tammy.
she's usually there.
Awesome. Yeah. She's super awesome. She's so personable and she will, she's great. I really, really enjoy her a lot.
She is the best.
She is the best.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add to us being here in Oregon?
Other than we really needed a fun girls' weekend.
We did.
And to just get away, but also kind of promote what we're doing right now and getting a change of scenery. I really love it. It's moody here. It's witchy. We're on the new moon tonight, and I just feel so inspired.
Oh, it's so good
Today.
It's so good. And we're killing two birds with one stone here because not only are we out here for fun, but we're also out here networking, and it's been awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone we have met has been so supportive and so amazing. And they've all had a chance to listen to the podcast before we came out here. And everyone seems like super behind it. And I love that.
Yeah. Thank you all for your support.
Everyone.
It's been amazing having our first go out and now recording our second episode. Just feeling all the love and
all of the
support. Yeah, it's been awesome. We love you guys.
Yeah, and we have reached milestones that we didn't expect to reach in the first week.
No.
And so we're really excited about that.
Yes.
And you know, it's crazy because like listening to the people like reaching out to the people who have actually listened to our podcast and like hearing their feedback and hearing how it makes them feel so comfortable in what they're doing. In the first episode, we didn't even really talk about anything.
No.
But just our openness. One of my very favorite people at my work, our first episode dropped. She listened to it. And the next day I went into my office and there was a bottle of wine with a cool note on it that was like, I'm so proud of you girls. You're doing so awesome. Like, thank you for putting your lives out there to make other people feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
I will post it on our social media. It was so sweet and endearing. But we've gotten other things like that, like messages from people saying like, thank you for putting that out there to make us feel like
that we don't even know.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to accomplish, I guess, with this podcast, because
for sure.
We shoot the shit all the time and we're so open and we're so vulnerable with how we speak to each other about dating and sex and relationships that this is why we wanted to start it. And knowing that it has touched people and reached people that we don't even know is amazing.
It is. Sex talk is like so taboo, or like you're being shamed for feeling a certain way about sex, or oh God, no. If you want to be punched in the face when you're having sex, girl, if you love it, we're here for you. Dude, if you love it, we're here for you. Like, we understand the assignment. It ain't for us, but we love that you love that.
Oh, it's for me.
It's for Karina. Definitely not for me. At brunch today, when we were shooting the shit about the podcast, I was like, okay, 90% of me loves that you love this.
Yeah.
10% of me is like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Blink twice.
And what did I tell you?
You were like, oh, I love it.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
I mean, I will try it. I'm pretty much down to try everything.
Yeah. Good.
But
you should.
We are so off topic. Okay. We have done a lot of research. I say a lot because I have ADD, and a lot for me is within a week. But I did my due diligence. This is something that I'm incredibly passionate about. And I have been doing the networking. I have been doing the promoting, and like my whole life outside of like work and my kids, every spare second has been working on this. So first, we're going to talk about what women want. And the number one thing that I heard from women was communication. Communication was number one by a landslide when it came to relationships. I don't know what it was for the people that you were talking to.
Communication, but also just trust and letting you be yourself, and not having your partner not want to change that about you, and feeling just like so good with yourself and just being you.
Yes. This is why you should be picky, because you should not be with a partner who wants to change you.
Oh, absolutely not.
You should be with a partner and be picky enough and be patient enough to find a partner who actually wants you for who you are. And it goes back to what we said in the first episode. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Do not change.
No.
Because you're never going to find a partner that you're going to be totally happy with who wants to constantly change you.
Oh, hell no. Or who wants to mold you into something for them. Because I did that in my first relationship, my long-term
I feel that I did that with all of mine.
Yeah, like my 2 long-term relationships, I kind of molded to who they wanted me to be.
Oh, I absolutely did.
And now dating, this is me. Take it or leave it. Go into a relationship or in the bedroom and be like, this is me. And they fucking love you for that. And you love them for that as well. And it's so amazing and liberated and beautiful.
But if they don't love it, that might not be the person for you.
Bye.
It might not.
No, it is not.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's not be these people who want to conform for other people. That's all I did for 25 years. In my relationships, that was all I did, was conform to the person that I was with.
Yeah, I did.
And
it
was not
her relationship too.
Yeah,
and it's not fun.
We live once that we know of. Like, why not live it to our fullest potential? I mean, come on.
Well, I totally agree. The guy that I'm seeing right now, I am completely myself, and
yes,
I'm at the point where, like, I'll send pictures, I'll say stuff that I'm like,
this might go over well, it might not.
It might go over well, it might not go over well. But if it doesn't go over well, like, he's not the one for me. But I'm going to continue to be my true, authentic self. And it feels so good. Like, I never want to go back, ever.
It does.
To what I was.
Yes. And in fact, you told me earlier today, you were like, when we hang out, we'll go on a date, we'll go back to his place, we'll shower. And then when we're ready to like hang out and do like the naughty
things,
I am showered. I have no makeup on. My hair is not done. I am just like my authentic self. And that is who we should be. Like, come on. It's so great.
But he appreciates the fact that I can get into that mode.
Yeah.
And like, I can be dressed up and makeup on and hair done and all that stuff when I see him and like when we're out, but then like when we're in an intimate setting, that I can be no makeup, no hair done, completely open. And I really do think that he appreciates that.
Oh, it's just so authentic.
It is.
In the beginning is so, you will just feel so much better about life and yourself, and in general you'll get that confidence. You'll be with somebody who's like, damn, you're hot. Whatever. It's like the point that you made in the first episode, the trying to like fit a square into a circle, and it doesn't work. But we try to conform, and then we become like a triangle.
What triangle?
And then we're all
a triangle. I don't fit into anything.
We're off the rails. We have no idea what's going on. And that's something you and I have learned so much, but it took decades.
It took a long time. Well, and I think it puts it into a different perspective of like you were saying, we conformed so much to our past long-term relationships and they didn't work out and we kind of lost ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I never want to lose myself again.
No,
which is why,
definitely not.
even though it's really, really fucking scary to put yourself out there and be yourself, knowing that that person might not like it, I would rather someone not like me for me than someone like me for who I'm trying to be for them.
Yeah.
And I will never, ever do that again.
Never. It's a wasted life. You could be in a car accident tomorrow. This is morbid, but you could be in a car accident tomorrow and die.
Yeah.
And if you get to a point where you get up into the heavens or into the space or into the universe or into wherever the hell you think you're going, and you look back on your life and it was wasted on somebody who did not appreciate and love you,
Dying being somebody who I was trying to be for them and not for me.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I will never do that again.
No.
Ever.
no. I would have wanted to be the person that I am today. I have lost friends. I have lost family because I am so straightforward. And I will tell you my opinion, and a lot of people cannot handle it. And I have lost people over that. But you know what? I'm happy. I have you. I have Yvette. I have Ange. I have Steph. I have Heather. I have so many amazing friends who love me.
And those
So
people that
purely.
want around.
Yes. They have loved every age, every stage, every this, every that. They have loved me so perfectly. And I am so happy at this point in my life.
Yeah. Those are the people that you want in your life.
Yeah.
People that have seen like the real, raw,
My gosh,
dirty,
Queen.
ugly
Sorry.
side of you
The
and
gross,
still
most
love you.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the side that you wake up in the morning, you're like, God, I hate myself. But you wake up also and they text you and they're like, I love you.
Yes.
I have chills.
I know.
Like those are the
So
people
good.
that you want in your life that are like, I see you and I still love you
Yes.
no matter how broken and
Yes. And
awful that you are.
right. And this really does all correlate back to the whole point of I want someone to love me for me. I want someone who can appreciate me. Another thing kind of along with that, like being your authentic, true self in a relationship, that's what people want, but they want their person to conform to that. But a lot of it is being honest with yourself, which kind of segues into the next thing that I learned that both men and women want. With actually all of what we've talked about so far, communication, trying to be your authentic self and wanting your person to love you for your authentic self and not wanting your person to change you, is every single person in a relationship, which this is not going to be a surprise to anyone, honesty, loyalty, and respect. We don't even really have to touch on that very much because that I feel is a given in
It
relationships.
is a given. I
It
feel like
should
we
be the
heard that from
biggest thing.
every single person.
Yes.
Man or woman has said that.
Honesty, loyalty, respect. It's so big. It is so big. If you are not getting those three things, even outside of communication, because it's really, I'm sorry, I was in a relationship from 19 until 38. Communication is a really hard one. It's just super hard. The three things that you should never, ever have to put up with, deal with, whatever, are honesty, loyalty, and respect. Period. The end. That's all we'll say about that because everybody on the planet knows that's what you need. That's what you want. It's a part of relationships. Period. The end.
That's a good one. I have one.
Okay.
So I got a lot from women feeling safe.
Oh, yeah.
Slash
Huge.
protected.
Yes.
It goes into the whole masculine, feminine thing. You and I are single moms. We have to be the head person of our family. But I think going into a relationship and feeling vulnerable and safe and protected is like a huge thing in a relationship. And feeling led, for me, feeling led, like I can let my guard down. I can be vulnerable. I can be like out of my head when I'm with this person. And it's like he can reach his hand back for mine and I can hold his hand and just be like in la la land, like walking around anywhere and not have a thought in my mind, and he has eyes on everything and he's just leading me and I just feel so safe and protected. Like, not a lot of men can do that, but you want a man that can do that.
I do. But that also has a lot to do with biology.
Yeah,
Because
you're right.
biologically, men go back to the caveman days.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, biologically, men are supposed to be, don't come at me for this, listeners, because this is biological. I know we live in a society now where like girl power, like I get that. I understand that.
Girl power.
Yes. And I fully understand that and this and that and the other. But biologically, men are the protectors. We are single. We're single moms. We have houses. We take care of ourselves. We get that we don't need that quote unquote male protection, but it's nice to have that in a relationship where we know, like, if we go into a dark alley, our man is going to be there, like, fighting off bad guys and, like, or just not even to that extent, but you get what I'm saying.
Well, yeah, it's the little things, right? Like, you know, having his hand on my back when he's leading me into a restaurant or something.
Yeah. From men, I also heard, like, I want to be the protector. I want to be the dominant. Yeah. And I want to be the one who's taking care of my woman. I want to be this. I want to be that.
Yeah.
And in this generation, it's so hard because women want to be like, I'm a woman. I can do this. I can do that. But men want to feel like they can take care of you. They want to open your door. They want to do these things. They want to take you to dinner. They want to blah, 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 whatever.
Do I want you to do these manly, protective, masculine things for me? Absolutely fucking yes.
Yes.
Because, let's be honest, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking tired. We're tired. I'm a tired mom. I'm a tired mom. I want the door to be open for me. I want dinner paid for me. I want you to tell me how pretty I am. I want you to, like, do all the masculine things so I can, because I can get into my feminine so fucking easy if he is a good masculine man.
And it's just so crazy how all of these are, like, tied in together, because another one for women and men actually is effort. Oh, like, actually, because a lot of our listeners and of you and I have also been in very long-term relationships where the effort kind of, like, dies off. But
yeah,
it's always nice to get those little, like, reminders. Effort is a huge one. It's so huge. And a lot of people just want to know that they're seen, right? Like, I want to know that I'm seen. Like, here is this thing because I love you. Or you're so beautiful. You look amazing today.
And they're always like, oh, you know, it just gets so stagnant after a while. And I was like, because there's no effort.
Yeah.
On either side.
That's
like,
why relationships are hard.
They take work.
Every
single fucking day. You have to put effort into your relationship.
Because you love this person.
I loved my 2 long-term relationships, but did I put the effort in, or did he put the effort in? No, we didn't. And that is why, I mean, for other reasons also, but that is why stuff didn't take and it didn't hold on. Like, there wasn't good communication. There wasn't effort on both sides. There wasn't, like, but, like, going into my future relationships, like, I have told men, I want every single day, like, waking up, checking in with each other, like, really making an effort to see what page you're on and see how you're feeling and put the effort in to whatever their love languages are, and having them put into what my love languages are, because sometimes it can be different, sometimes it can be the same, but, like, you have to put the work in every single fucking day.
You do.
To make it work.
It should be effort, but it should be effortless.
Yes.
It should be something that you want to do. And it's crazy because it's not a woman or a man divide. Because I've heard from men, like, my wife isn't putting in the effort. She doesn't want to do these things that I love. She doesn't want to I try all of these things and she, we'll take it, and she doesn't appreciate it. But I'm trying to but that's where, again, back to square one, communication is huge. Maybe you're putting all of this effort in, but it may not be the effort that your woman wants.
Well,
maybe
that's why talk about it.
Not reciprocating it.
Yeah. Communication. Again.
Communication is so big. I mean, we will always go back to that.
You're not going to be the same person. You don't want to be the same person.
No.
You want to be different, but communicating that as well. So a guy that I was dating, he was like, oh, I really love this and this and that, like skiing or whatever. And I was like, cool. Love that for you. I don't like skiing. I don't like to be cold. You can go and do that. We can have separate hobbies and come back and combine with our mutual hobbies. I do believe in that fully in a relationship is you should have separate hobbies and you should have hobbies that you have together. And
you're not always going.
You don't have to be the same person.
No,
that's what I learned.
And it feels like that's what a lot of people are looking.
Yes,
you have to be.
Do not have to do that. No.
Things as
we can be completely different and still be cohesive with each other.
Right. You can have the separate things that you love, and then the things that you love to do together.
I think it's super important to have your own hobbies aside from your significant other.
Yeah.
Because if you are so codependent on each other for we have to do everything together, that is not a cohesive.
But it works for some people, though.
A little while.
I know people who have been in long-term, my old neighbors, they love everything that each other loves. They love doing every single thing together, and it works for them, and it's great. But we can't be this is a hard line. You have to.
It's a hard line for me only because we went back on is in my past relationships, I tried so hard to be everything they wanted me to be. And it just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't being true to myself. I didn't fucking like skiing. I didn't like being cold. I didn't like any of that. And I should have told him, yeah, no, you can go off and do that. And I'll be fine here.
Right.
I guess it's having a voice and speaking up for yourself.
Yeah.
And if you do like it, great. If you do like all the same things, awesome. But you don't always have to, is what I'm saying.
No. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's what we've heard from people. It's what we've experienced for ourselves. This is not for everyone.
No, this is our point of view.
Not every person is going to agree with this. There are people out there who absolutely love and are diehard for the same exact things. That's great. However, if you're not, there is nothing wrong with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't always have to be like that. Can we talk about, so we've talked about what women want a little bit.
Yeah.
Can we talk about what the feedback that we've gotten from men?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've reached out to a few men that we have.
And a lot of these were super comparable when it comes to men versus women.
Which is amazing.
It is amazing.
It's so funny too, because it's if we could only just communicate more.
Oh, I know.
It would be amazing.
It would be amazing because I feel like so many more marriages would last if there was this point of vulnerability with communication.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, let's talk about what men want, because I also have some, and it's crazy because so many things are so cohesive in what men and women want.
I know. It was surprising to me.
So surprising, which you would think that when these people get together, it's oh my gosh, yeah.
It was going to be opposite.
But there's so much gray.
It's very much the same.
There's so much gray area.
So I'm going to just go down my list a little bit.
Yeah.
And touch on it.
Yeah.
Okay. So a lot of the men that I reached out to, it was, loyalty, telling me what she likes, eye contact, also communication, respect, trust, friendship, boundaries, honesty, being open-minded, and confidence, which I love.
The thing that men want most, which I have realized after reaching out to so many men that I personally do not know at all, the people that you have talked to, Men love confident women.
Yeah.
Fake it till
You make
make
it.
it. Karina and I say that so
All the
much
time.
because if you're feeling a certain way about yourself, you don't have to express it. Don't go to your man and be like, oh my God, I'm so bloated today, looking for a compliment. Like,
Especially
they don't fucking care.
on your end where
Yeah.
you're feeling all sorts of ways.
Or you ate
Like just
20 pounds of lasagna. Like, your man don't care. If you stood in the mirror and said, oh my God, I look so bloated today, compared to if you're standing in front of the mirror, in front of your man, this is in front of your man, and being like, damn, I look good today. They're going to be like, damn, you look good today.
yes.
They're not in their mind to be like, oh no, you look a little bloated. They're going to be like, God damn.
Yes. That's the thing. Like
Yeah.
they're following your lead, basically.
What is one of the first things that I told you when you started dating
When I was like 40 pounds heavier,
and you were not confident?
I was not.
And what is the thing that I told you?
You said, fake it till you make it.
That's exactly right.
And tell yourself that you look fucking hot and that
Yeah.
you are amazing and beautiful. And that's what I did.
Yes.
And
And you believe it.
And yeah, like it's like the manifestation. The more you tell yourself, the more you believe it, the more it like exudes into the physical.
Yeah.
It's just like fucking crazy, but it is so true.
It is.
And
And men just don't care.
no, they don't.
I'm not gonna. Unless you're like with a goddamn bodybuilder who wants another bodybuilder as a girlfriend.
Which,
Like,
I mean,
men don't care.
well, the men that we've been dating are kind of bodybuilders.
That's true, but have they cared?
No,
You just and
like you have had kids, like you
Oh
have
my
the
God.
pooch, you have like whatever, like they don't fucking care.
bigger girls, smaller girls,
Yeah.
in between girls. Nobody cares, babe. Be confident. Show that confidence because to us, you are gorge.
And to them, you are gorge.
Yes.
As long as you are like in it.
People can feel that.
That's the thing. Like I shouldn't even say fake it till you make it, but like having confidence in yourself and believing that when you look at yourself in the mirror is how you see yourself is just
And
amazing.
It
And
makes-
it will come into reality. Like the person that you're with or the people that you're around, they will see that too.
but the
as long
funny
as-
thing is about that is that they already see it.
I know.
They see it.
But we're
But
our
we
worst
don't.
critics.
So we're not quote unquote faking it till we make it. We're faking it till we make it in our own minds because other people are already seeing this beauty on the outside of us and they're seeing the beauty within inside of us.
We are our own worst critic.
Oh God.
And I will tell you ladies all day, every day that you should, maybe not do that. But
No.
I'm not going to lie. We all do
Well,
it.
everyone does.
But here's the
but
thing.
to
You
that
need to
point-
have a best friend like my Shan,
The Shan.
the Shan, who is like, you come out of the bathroom or like whatever. And she's like, oh my God, Karina, you look so hot. And you're just like, oh,
Thank you, best friend.
yeah, thank you, best friend. And also knowing that she loves me so fucking much. And it's like a true statement. And it just boosts my
I'll boost your ego.
ego like so much. And I do that for you too.
And absolutely.
It's amazing.
It
And
is
also
amazing.
like,
We will always go back to our girlfriends 100%.
yes, go back to
But
girlfriend.
you know what? To this point, though, it was so funny to me because men just seem like cocky and confident. But one of the biggest responses that I got from men was that they want compliments and they want to feel wanted. Well, they want to feel sexy.
Yeah. And here's the thing about that, as we were talking about, I feel, and I'm not, I don't know because I'm not a man, but woman to woman, I compliment you all the time.
Yeah.
You compliment me all the time.
Yes.
We tell each other how beautiful
And girls
we are.
just do that.
and like, oh my God, you look so great today, babe. But men don't do that to other men. So I
No.
feel like when
So
we
it does
as
feel a
women,
little
yeah.
lacking.
So when we as women give our men compliments, like they feel like, oh my God, they're like, we're the shit
Yes.
walking around.
And it's like pheromones to men, from men to women. Like they want to know that they're wanted. They want to know that they're sexy. And we need to be better about telling our men.
And I have been.
They do want to know that we find them attractive.
Yeah.
One,
They don't
it's
get the
going
compliments
to-
from other men,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
No,
like they don't
really
have
don't.
that femininity that we have.
Yeah.
Like that we love each other so much and that we're open and we're vulnerable. Like they don't have that with our men. Some men do,
Yeah.
if they're enough in their feminine to do that with each other, but a lot of men don't.
Yeah.
And so for us to give them compliments and like true compliments,
Yeah.
I think they love it.
No, they do. And it's so cute and it's so fun and it's so funny. So I have 2 boys. And their entire lives, I was always like, oh my gosh, you're so handsome. You are so handsome. You are everything. You are the shit and everything else.
I do tell them that.
Yes. Even Karina, with my middle son, we are obsessed with him. And we're always like, Logan, you look so handsome. You are the most handsome. You are so, look at you today. You look just so handsome. And he is so, yeah. He's so used to it that I don't feel in a relationship he would need that from someone. Granted, he will want it because everybody does. Come on. But a lot of men didn't grow up like that. And they needed that, especially from the woman that they're with. And that is why, and I will say this, and it is not a fact, it is not a scientific thing, it's not proven by anybody. I feel that that is why a lot of men stray, because they're not getting, even women, because they're not getting that validation from home. And that sounds so god awful to say. No, sorry, anyone can shame me or comment or
I agree with you, because
but they want that validation.
Because here's the thing, like men are always like, oh my God, you look so good, you look so hot, and we're always like, thank you, thank you.
Yeah,
but
we
how many women
such low self-esteem that we don't believe it.
Well, there's that, but I feel like also a lot of women aren't like, oh my God, like you look so good today. I love that shirt. I love the way your beard looks. Da, da, da.
Yeah,
I do that.
Well, and there are women that do. Again,
I'm not saying that women don't. But I'm saying I'm saying that maybe they don't get all of that.
Yeah. We're just speaking specifically on what men are telling us. And so that's why I just know that there are going to be so many comments of like, oh, well, I do. But it's just what men are telling us.
Yeah.
We cannot speak for them. We are just speaking on what they have told us.
Yeah. Working on the relationship and like feeding each other. And sometimes you're just so tired that you can't. But that is where it comes into like the 50-50 split. That's what I'm saying.
One person is at 20% that day, so the other person has to make up that 80%.
Yeah. You have to like...
But that's where love comes in.
I know.
Love is so good. I love love.
I do too.
So...
One day.
So one thing that I realized that was another thing that men want, I feel like we touched on that other subject enough. Maybe not. If you have comments, please leave them. We would love to hear your feedback. Another thing that I realized with men is that they want someone fun and they don't like conflict and drama. That was not something I heard from women at all. That was something I specifically heard from men. They don't like conflict, they don't like drama, and they just want someone fun. But that's just men in general, right? Like women are confrontational. They do kind of like gravitate towards drama. They do kind of like hang on to that a little bit more than men.
Well, yeah, you see that all the time on the dating apps where it's like, I just want like a fun, good-loving girl. Like,
well, because you've seen those things on like social media, right? Where it's like women want, and then it's like a list of like 100 things, and then it's like men want food, fun, hunting, whatever, and it's like 4 things.
Right. Men are
quote unquote
just simple creatures. Well, the drama of it all, we're gossipy little women. I don't know.
It's built into our goddamn DNA. We like to talk. And I think the biggest thing of when we talk about like this gossip or this drama to our significant other, we just like want to know they have our back. Like, even if they don't agree with us, we're like, just have our back.
Well, it goes into the whole thing where it's like, okay, if I'm talking to you and I'm venting to you right now, men are like, fix it, Felix, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, don't fucking try to fix it.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Don't analyze the situation.
Yeah.
Just like let us
listen
know
to me.
that you
Like,
have our back.
okay, babe, I get it. I get how you're like frustrated or whatever. Don't fucking try to give me a solution. I don't want a solution. I want
We don't give a damn about your solution because it doesn't work for us.
And then when you talk to us, which you never do normally,
Yeah.
I'll be like, cool.
Yeah.
And I'll listen. But sometimes I've listened to men and they've been like, well, give me some feedback. And I was like, oh, you want feedback?
Yeah.
Like, what's happening here? Okay.
No. Yeah.
So
we're like,
it's the opposite.
And then we go off on this whole drama tangent of like, listen, you should.
And I'm like, never mind.
Yes.
Never mind. I don't want to hear from you.
But like as far as men, we did a lot more on women, but for me that was all that I got from men were those like very few things besides bedroom stuff. Theirs had a lot more to do with like the physical side for me, for the men that I spoke with.
Me too.
Which will be in the next episode. Yeah. But that was really all that I got was that they want communication. They want someone loyal. They want, their life goals to align. That was another really big one. Trust, loyalty. They want someone fun. They just don't want a lot of drama. And they want to feel wanted. That was a lot of what I got. Women are just more complex creatures at the end of the day.
I think so too.
Yeah. I think it's just biological.
I think so too. I think it's because we have to raise children.
Well, it's the maternal thing too, and it's like
we have so many other aspects in our mind.
Yeah, there's so much that goes into being a woman. Where men are simple creatures. Women are a lot more complex, and it's just like biological. And sorry, I keep coming back to it, but it's true.
Yeah,
it's in your DNA. Was there anything else specific that men talk to you about what they want in an actual relationship?
No, I think we covered it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think so too. So, I think this is the end of it. On our next episode, we're going to be talking about what men versus women want in the bedroom. And Karina and I are so excited about that one because we have all the opinions.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah,
it'll be fun.
It will be really fun. It will be really good. And it will be lighthearted. And we are hoping that you take something from our next episode and know that like what you want in the bedroom isn't strange and it isn't a thing because we got a lot of feedback of some kinky, crazy.
Yes.
And
we are
fun.
Crazy.
We are kinky and we are super crazy and it's all fun and it's lighthearted. And even if it's not lighthearted and something that you're not comfortable with, it doesn't matter because it's someone else's opinion of what they want.
Yes.
And maybe you'll feel more comfortable about like you do have this kinky, crazy opinion of what you want in the bedroom. And we're going to let you know that it's not that crazy.
No.
Like just be open with your partner about it, right?
Right.
But we have a lot to talk about this episode and it's going to be
so fun.
It's going to be so fun. We might get a guest. I think it would be actually really good for us to get a guest on our next episode of The Opposite Sex.
Yes.
Just to speak more on that from a male's perspective. Yeah. Anything else, babe?
No. I love you so much.
I love you so much. Again, if you're in the dating world, stay safe. Always send your best to your location. Send them a picture of the person that you're going on a date with. Men, if this feels like a relevant thing to you, do the same. Gays, lesbians, straight, trans, whatever. We don't care. Send it to your best friend. We don't give a shit. Send it to your best friend.
Stay safe.
Stay safe is the whole point of all of this. We love everybody. We have no judgment. We are not biased. We don't give a shit. Reach out to us with your comments and complaints and all the things. We don't care. We love it all. We're gonna grow from it. We don't get offended. We just love it all, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Follow us
Follow us on Instagram at not_so_secret_lives. That is a goddamn mouthful.
Yes.
Follow us on Facebook at Not So Secret Lives Podcast. You can also find us on YouTube at Not So Secret Lives. I think that's it. I think that's all of our platforms.
I think so.
Promote, share. Do all the things.
We love you.
We love you. I love you, Karina.
I love you too. Mwah.
Mwah. Ba-ba-da-da.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, no, you'll stand tall. Sat and watch